Hi, I'm Reggae Girl Marlo Sweatman. You're watching Eddie Vision TV. Like, share, and subscribe.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Cool. So a first World Cup win in the tournament for Jamaica. You've made history. How does that feel?
I don't, it's good for the players and the country. I think to me history, having the first World Cup win is great, but those are records to me are made to be broken, and somebody will come along in the future and they will clean this record up. So it's great for the country now, but I don't rest my belief and that kind of stuff. It's just good for the country and the players to get that done.
And compared to the last World Cup, obviously, it's shown the potential that you've got to go further in this tournament.
Yeah, the last World Cup, we were young, we were naive, we were, as you say, deer in a headlight. Maybe it's a kangaroo in a headlight in Australia, but we had a lot more belief. Plus we have a little bit better team, so and we have to, with the coaching staff and the technical staff we have and the front office and everybody who works well together, we have a lot more belief that we could go further. So that's good. But we just ask for one thing, to give us a chance on the last day. That was our wish.
And so far, obviously, showing how you've played in the first two games. What does it mean for Jamaica as a nation?
Well, I think people are kind of getting behind the team now, which is good, because before I wonder about it if, women's football would ever take root in Jamaica. And I think with the diaspora, we can see it in the stands right here, and they show a lot of those clips in Jamaica. I think I'm getting messages from people I haven't talked to in 30 years, coming out with support for the team. And, people are waking up early in the morning in Jamaica watching the games, and I think that's a good thing for the sports overall, and for women's, especially for women's sport in Jamaica. I know we have netball, I know we have volleyball going on, and kudos to them. I think they're doing well, but we can take the lead as women footballers, women's sports in Jamaica. I know track and field has been always, the gem, so we can go up there and just elevate all the women's sports in Jamaica.
Amazing. Can you talk me through the game against Panama?
Well, it was, coming from the France game, I knew it was going to be a dogfight. I knew Panama was going to come out and play a little bit different, and they did. And Panama, put in some fresh players, and, they work hard and they were very good. So I knew it was going to be a very cagey game. As I described it was going to be a dogfight. And I realized that we coming off a big result against France, it's hard to carry that emotion. So most likely it was going to come down to the second half. And we, in the back of my mind from experience, I said, this is going to come down to some kind of set piece. And I said, we have to be very, very good here on our set piece. So the first half was a little bit of a lackluster to us. But the second half, especially the first 20 minutes of the second half, we knew we had to come out and get something. And, Swaby delivered from one of those corner kicks. So give True the credit, great ball inside. So, everybody think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Maybe I'm one of the few who thought it was going to be a very low-scoring game. So, yeah, that's what happened.
How did you feel about the overall performance of the Jamaican players during that game?
Yeah, the Jamaican performance, they gave it everything as Panama left it on the field. So you can't fault them. There's a lot of nerves and stuff going on there. So, but I felt good about the performance. The energy was the football the best football? No, it could have been better, especially in the attacking third right there. We could have done better in front of the goal with some of our chances, but it's football, and we have to just find a way to win. But I feel happy for the players. They gave it everything.
And with going into the next game, obviously you've got Bunny Shaw back. How do you think that's going to help?
Yeah, Bunny Shaw is back, you know, but again, yeah, she's just one player, so we have to be ready, you know, to get after Brazil, because Brazil is going to get after us. I mean, you know, they have to win the game, so they're going to throw everything at us, and we have to make sure as a collective unit defensively that we're good, but we have to try to get something, you know, so we can't just sit back and say, okay, you know, we have to try to get something, you know, on their goal or go after their goal or do something in that sense. We can't just say, okay, let's defend all the way. We have to be playing both ways.
What are you expecting from Brazil?
Attacks in waves, and attacks in waves, and attacks in waves, and all their skilled players coming out, because again, I think the first 15 minutes, they will come like a bunch of wild hyenas just coming out, just getting after it, getting after their prey, and we have to be ready to fight fire with fire.
And you talk me through, so Alison Swaby obviously got player of the match, and you've now had player of the match in both games that you've played. How does that feel for Jamaica?
Well, yeah, Alison Swaby, who's been, you know, she has, her last season, it's been rough for her, you know, moving from club to club, and really hasn't played a lot of football. But I think the camp in Jamaica, when we went to Jamaica and did the camp in Jamaica in early June, I think that camp helped her a lot to get her confidence back. You know, we did a lot of second guessing and first guessing and everything, and you know, she and both Swabys, you know, we knew pairing those two together can be very good. So far it's been good, you know. But especially Alison just lacking football over the last year and a half, you know. That training camp did her well, and going into Amsterdam, she worked in her game. So I was very happy for her that she captained the team and she was man of the match and a woman of the match, and you know, she got the winning goal.
Do you think you get another player of the match in the next game?
Well, hopefully we do, you know, hopefully we can. Hopefully we do, because
Can I get you to say hopefully we can get a player of the match again?
You know, hopefully we can get another player of the match, because it's the trend. If you get the player of the match, your team must perform well. So hopefully, you know, we get the player of the match. That means the team has done something good. So, you know.
And tell me a bit about the Jamaican fans. You had a lot of fans again at the Panama game.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jamaican fans that, you know, we didn't know living in Perth, but, you know, they show up, and it's Jamaican fans, and, you know, they're some of the most noisiest fans in the world, and they love their colors. So it was great to see them. I think the players embraced it. I think the players were kind of surprised to see that many Jamaican fans, as was the coaches too, and the staff. So that was great to have those fans. You know, hopefully I don't know if they're going to come down to the Brazil game, but hopefully some of those fans will find their way into Melbourne and keep the fire burning.
Amazing. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.